I'm trying to think of a topic that I have it going like this, like.
Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast. Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast. We bike. Yo.
You live? Oh, okay, I thought you were. I mean, you just did this shit way too much. It's crazy.
I like that music, man. What you want me to
We're
say?
gonna have to change that shit one day, though.
I like that music, man. Welcome back to the Channel
Let's be
Black
on record that only Herbs
Podcast.
like that music.
South Florida's very own voice to discuss all things black from a male point of view. 3 kings, 3 different views.
Man, I don't like the way you doing it.
But today, it's only 2 views. 2 kings, two views. And we got a prince in here, so y'all might hear his voice today. We don't know. We'll see. But shout out to Greene. King Greene couldn't make it today for this episode, but we know he here in spirit. He has some
not
personal
dead.
stuff to take care. Nah. I ain't say
Here in
dead.
spirit, I mean,
We know he want to be here, but
Clarify that.
unfortunately, he couldn't be here at this time. But we still got controversy.
First of all, don't say it like we still got like I am.
I'm saying he here.
I am the show.
All right. Well, we got the show here. We got controversy, aka Corey C, aka the show. He here, and the voice
I like that.
you hear is none other than the boy or the king, King Earth. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like I always say, we working on getting better every week. We working on making some big plans. That I hope y'all like real soon. We've been doing a lot of talking and a lot of discussions and making a lot of moves behind the scenes, and everybody's doing their due diligence to make this podcast a success. Corey C, how was your week, man?
I've been working my ass off.
So you assless now.
Yeah, ass cheeks going. I can barely keep my pants up. But wait. That
I mean, no homo. But
yeah,
go ahead.
okay,
That's
yeah,
I mean, I'll say it for you.
Yeah, okay, that sounded kind of. But yeah, man, all work, no play. What's the word you use? Sacrifice.
Yeah, you got to sacrifice, man.
Sacrifice.
Make that sacrifice.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure
So
whatever you working toward, I'm sure it's worth it. Like I don't think you'd be doing that if it wasn't worth it.
I'm gonna still do it regardless because the rent don't stop, the bills don't
The
stop.
rent's too damn high.
And you know what's crazy? You gotta have a savings. You gotta have a savings. But you know what happens? Whenever you own your last dollar, that's when your car mess up. Like my window just messed up, I had to get it fixed. Something gonna mess up on your car, right? When you got everything going. I saw a meme like that. As soon as you're like, okay, I can't nothing go wrong. That's when your car mess up on you or a tire go out. So
I mean, you can't plan for the unexpected.
but you got the savings.
I mean, the savings does help.
And then when you get a savings, something go wrong, you just blow through your savings, you gotta do it all over
Let
again.
me ask you, when you say savings though, I mean, I know we ain't even in the podcast yet, but do you, when stuff like that happen, do you be like, man, I just bought this. I could have had this money right here for this if I didn't buy this. Did that ever come across your mind?
With when I bought another Xbox.
Another Xbox.
They stole my first one, you motherfuckers. But I said, I'm getting my Xbox. Like I had to get an Xbox again. As soon as I got an Xbox, I think my tire. My tire. I woke up with a flat tire. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah, that's how it happened.
And then I literally had no money because like as far as extra money to do that.
So you looking at the Xbox like, man, this ain't about to get a return.
And no, fuck that.
No,
So
no,
I done that for like 2 weeks.
Dang.
Yeah, but I mean, so it wasn't the worst case scenario, but that's an example.
Nah, I feel. Young controversy. asking for some water. Yo, we are real dads, like I like to tell y'all. So we had to have a special guest. So he probably gonna chime in from time to time. But he watching and learning the craft. My week was cool. I know you didn't ask, but
How was your week, Herb?
it was cool. I mean, it was cool. I mean, I've been on this. This is day 7 of my 42-day challenge, and yeah, man, it's been pretty good. It hasn't gotten hard yet, but I know as I go further into it, well, she ain't never say that. But once I go further into it, I know it's gonna get more challenging. But I'm enjoying it thus far.
Day 25, like fuck.
I think I'm hoping it gets easier as I go. But the only thing I miss is the chips, though. I ain't gonna lie, the chips and fries.
What kind of chips? What kind of chips?
I eat the plantain chips.
Oh,
but I get the no salt.
I know it's really considered chips, though.
Yeah, it's chips. I mean, it's the chip aisle. I mean, they not in the fruit aisle.
So is I think bread on the chip aisle. I mean, it's
yeah,
chips.
That's not on the thing either. I'm not eating none of that.
I'm just saying though, like I don't think plantain.
It's cool, man. Let it go. Listen, you good. You distracting me.
You distracting yourself.
No, you distracting me.
Damn kid.
But yeah, the chips is like I don't know if it's the crunchy or the, like I said, the potatoes. I think next week what I'm gonna try to do is some sweet potatoes. I'll make some sweet potatoes and some spinach or something like that to get that potato feeling or that potato taste. Because potatoes is something I don't know. It's like I don't know. Growing up, how you always go out to eat. You always get fries. If you go like the McDonald's, any fast food, what's your side? You get fries. They always give you fries. I don't know why my mind is always set to always have fries.
Even the only time I don't is soul food. Like you go to us getting some soul food.
You don't get no potatoes?
No. I would get like rice, collard greens, and mac and cheese. That's like a must.
I don't know what I say. It's just those. That's one of those things where I always have man, I wouldn't mind having some of this right now. But I've been pretty good. I find other substitutes. Like a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables. And I've been eating, not a lot. I had a friend of mine that pointed me in the right direction to, instead of getting the trail mix that I was getting, I've been getting the small package that's already broken down and distributed, so that way I'd be going ham on them cashews and them almonds.
Nuts.
No, I said that's why I said how I said it. That's why I said
I broke crazy on them nuts.
No, that's why I broke it down because I know how you are. I know how y'all do.
Or go ham on them nuts. So
no, man, that came out your mouth. What else be coming out your mouth? But nah, the week been good, man. The week been good. I can't. Like I say, that's really what's been my focus this last few weeks. This last week though.
Hey, let me ask you a question because I kind of had this idea, but just I would say reminder of when we had that interruption by a little controversy.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever, like when we was growing up and our parents, we go to a grocery store, we talk out of turn, like our parents would just like snap on us and hit you whatever they have in their hand, or you grab something in the store, or they just attack you.
I ain't never had
that. Oh, okay, cool. But I'm saying
because it was different. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm saying like
mine was different.
Like you pass the McDonald's, like, hey mom, can I get some McDonald's? And they just cuss you out. Right, but like you get that it's food at the house, right? But nowadays it's like it's reversed. Like now it's like it's no food at the house. You gotta get fast food nowadays, and it's like your kids don't really get punished like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like a little different now. I don't know if that's like due to lack of money back then or lack of circumstances.
I think we got more money now than they had back then.
Yeah, we do, but I think the cost of living, the cost of living balanced that shit out. So it's like the same thing, or worse now. We got more money, but the cost of living went up. So
I don't know if that's the case. Because the reason I say that, well, the first point, my mom, all you had to do is give you that look. She gave you that look, you would straighten up right away. Because you knew what was coming. Like I remember being in church, and you just felt a pinch. You get that pinch, and you better not cry. You get that pinch and she say you better not cry, you already know if you cry, you get more. So that's how I used to be at the grocery store. Same thing. Give you that look. You don't want them problems.
So, but the look came from what?
I mean, it was never in front of nobody. It was usually at home.
It was at home, but Why were you scared of that look?
Because I knew what came behind that look.
What came behind the look?
I mean, you know what came behind that look.
I don't know what came behind the look. That could have been a punishment.
It could have been a punishment. But after, I mean, that probably came within time. But I think it started off with the pow pows.
With the pow pows, right?
Yeah, man.
So without the pow pows, if your mom looked at you, what would it be?
I don't know.
It'd be like,
I can't tell you because
that's my point. I feel like I think I heard somebody say, "Oh, you shouldn't." Dr. Umar said you shouldn't discipline your child with violence or even in the heat of the moment. Like you shouldn't whoop your child when you're mad, especially right then because you're really just beating them out of anger, not really out of teaching them a lesson. Almost.
I agree.
I agree to a certain extent.
I agree with that. Yeah, because you don't know, like you said, in anger, you might hit a child a lot harder.
That's
like
true.
You really letting out all your anger on that child instead of just disciplining the child. In my opinion.
I think that takes a lot of restraint, to be honest. I think it takes a lot of restraint because in the moment, like it's like he said. Yeah, he also said like you really beating your child out of love because they did something that could potentially hurt themselves, and you're beating them because you don't want them to do that again.
Yeah, that I agree with.
But it's like, oh, they run out in the street, you beating them because you could have got hurt. It's like you beating them for two reasons. Like you scared the shit out of me, and you could have got hurt. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you.
So now, I think. Like you know how you have like an out of body experience. Sometimes you can't control yourself. You just
I think, but that takes discipline. Like you say, you got to be able to control yourself. You got to, and that's why it's a practice. You got to keep doing it over and over and over. You can't just be like, all right, I've been pow-powing all this time, and then I'm just gonna stop. Like it takes discipline to be like, all right, he's 1 at 2. I'm not gonna do it, and that whole year between 1 year and 2 years. You trying to wean yourself to where, all right, at 2, I'm not doing this no more. And just use discipline not to do it.
Well, let me give you an example of 2 generations of me and my younger brother. We're 14 years apart. Mm-hmm. I grew up totally different than he grew up. Like, he never got a whooping. Mm-hmm. But it shows. Like, he doesn't really, I would say, he didn't grow up with the same kind of morality that I grew up with. Because he didn't get punished for the same things that I got punished for.
What you mean, like... was he he didn't get in any trouble, or he still got in the same trouble? He did a lot
of shit. He did. Well, I never really did nothing to get in trouble, but at the same time, even before I got to the point where I had a stepdad, I had got punished a lot before then. By the time I turned 7, 8, I was already disciplined. You know what I'm saying, and I didn't really have to get in trouble for too many things. But from like he don't know to not talk when adults are talking. His mom be talking. He just, hey mom, and just. Even right now, I be looking at him like, whoa, like it's a reaction.
You waiting for the
wait for the what the fuck? Like, but it'd be like I'm talking, baby. I'm like, what the fuck? I was looking like, yo.
You be waiting for the discipline. And
not waiting for it, but like
you be waiting for it because you be like, hold on, I know if that was me, I know what I would have got.
I say that, and then she was like, I mean, I'm like, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? Or he'll like. I don't know. It's that thing that I want to. Is it old age that make parents get softer? Or is it maturity? Or is it like they just too tired to deal with that shit? What is it?
You gotta think about it. Like I'm pretty sure your mom doesn't treat you the same way as your mom treats your son. Like I'm sure you like when you let him get away with this. I remember if I'd have did this, it would have been an issue. Like I'm pretty sure that's how it happens. I can only imagine. Like I look at my mom with my boys, and I'd be like, hold on, that's you. Hold on, I would have got in trouble for this.
That's what I'm asking you. Is it maturity? Is it maturity at an older age or immaturity at a younger age?
I think too they know we're disciplining them. So we could do the discipline and they'll be the 11. They're doing 11.
So but I'm saying okay for your mom it's different for her grandchildren. But what I'm saying is my mom had another child 14 years later, so I kind of got to see what she did to me when I did certain things and what she do to him when he do certain things. And it's like nothing. It's like. Yeah, but every child he grown up like a white boy.
But every child, oh my, what is that? Every child is different.
Listen, man, this man talk back. He get whatever he want. Like when he want, this man's like we used to be like, "Hey, mom, we hungry." Oh my god, damn, y'all always damn hungry. We was like, yeah, damn. And then all right, come on, bring your ass on.
Yeah, but did she have it at that time when? I mean, maybe she.
My mom was just cheap.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe she was more financially stable when he came around to where. When he wanted it, it was like, all right, I got it now. It's okay.
Well, the difference is his dad was like, if he wants something, get it for him. He had the money to do it. like as of my biological father wasn't around.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like comparing apples and oranges because when we was younger they had like it was a 2 income house, but they wasn't making the money they're making now as a unit, or he wasn't making the money he was making now. But at the end of the day, I still wasn't his biological father. I mean, I wasn't his biological son. So that's what I'm trying to. Is it like a financial thing, or is it my biological son and my stepson type thing?
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I get you a few things here, and I get you what I want you to get you, but my son gets it all. So I'm not. That's what it seemed like it is. So when I asked him about it,
that's what it's saying. I mean, that's what it is. Though.
I asked him about it. I said, yeah. I said, you kind of get him everything you want. Like he was like, listen, man. He's like, I mean, you see, you got your son now, so you understand what I'm saying. I said, if you get your first son, I say, well, no, because if I'm an active father in somebody's life, then it's the same thing. What I get this one, I get this one. Don't get me wrong. He bought me stuff. He bought me a pocket bike. He bought me Xbox or PS2 or all this shit, but it was nothing like he could do for his son. You know what I'm saying?
Did that make you feel some type of way?
Of course. Like looking back, like at first, before his son was there, like I couldn't, it was nothing. But once his son was born,
his biological son
was born, I saw the difference of this is my son, and So,
well, hold on, let's see what Greene think. What you think, Greene?
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what you was gonna say. But I don't know. Do you think the people even heard you? Because we want them. I know people want to hear from Greene. So Greene, what? Talk to the people, man.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't think I want to smoke.
Yeah, that's
I don't have problems like that.
Yeah, no pressure. Like I said, we still want to show Greene some love. You know, in here, man. But
that's cool. When I was here, I got crybaby sounds and shit like that, so it's cool.
I mean, well, that's what that was fitting. But we're pretty sure if Greene wasn't here, this is probably what he'd be doing.
Smoke weed every day.
But we know what he's doing, so take care of what you gotta take care of, bro. Man. Take care of what you gotta do, Ken.
This man just incriminating Greene on the podcast, but it's cool.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah, what you mean? That's legal.
No,
in many states.
Yeah, it's not legal down here.
Yeah, that's not my business. I don't smoke.
Some friend.
But
smoke weed every day.
But it is what it is. But you had some stuff you want to touch on this week.
Rephrase that. Made me sound like a pedophile.
No,
but,
wow. I mean, is that what's on your mind? I hope not. R. Kelly Jr. I mean, you did talk about it last week.
Yeah, I did talk about R. Kelly, but I mean, I had a few things. I always got stuff I want to talk about. I need like a 24 hour.
Hold on, all right. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run out. I got my notes, but you said something that I was curious to know.
Which one?
Nah, I got you. Come on, relax.
I want to say that one for the home run.
Nah, you can breathe. Nah, this ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Nah, this ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
What's that?
You said something that what is petty? Because I've been hearing that word petty being thrown around.
You are petty. You are very petty.
What
You are very petty.
Is there a quantification?
Petty is tit for tat in layman's terms.
That's not petty.
Petty is a tit for tat. Petty is a person who is like, damn. That's a how do you describe
exactly?
Petty?
So
no. Oh, let me.
Go ahead, do your Googles.
What are you talking about?
Do your Googles, because I'm trying to because I've been hearing that a lot lately. And I would say
it's easy to put petty into examples other than explain it.
Well, give me some examples of petty then, since maybe that in the example I'd be able to gain an understanding of the description.
Let me see. Like for instance, if somebody say if it's like 3 o'clock and there's a lot of light outside, but somebody say, hey man, you can just open the window instead of turning on the light. You know what I'm saying? It's just light bill expensive. And you say, well, I need to eat my fruit or whatever.
How is that petty? You want to see?
And then the person goes to the kitchen and turn the light real quick and look in the drawer. You say, I thought you didn't need to turn on lights because it's outside. It's like, dude, really?
I mean, that sounds pretty accurate to me. I don't know if that's petty or not. I don't think that was a good example. That sounds like logical.
Okay, so I'm trying to think. There's so many examples. I think you got so many examples of something of being petty. Okay, being petty is doing something to somebody out of spite because they did something that you didn't like, but you did something maliciously to disturb them or or hurt them or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? For instance, if yes, okay, fuck it, I step on your foot on accident, and I scuff your new shoe. I say, oh shit, my bad, man. He's like, damn, man, it's my new shoe, whatever. So you purposely, let's say 10 minutes later, you try to find a reason to step my shoe, and you do it purpose. Oh damn, my bad, and you step in my shoe purposely on accident.
I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that, but that's an example of somebody
I
being
guess I'm
petty.
definitely not petty then.
That is petty.
I wouldn't do that though.
Huh? Petty just to me is a lot of tip. Is that tip for tat? Fuck it. Let's do a relationship petty because I'm texting you back an hour between texts. Like I'm texting you back real slow. So just because I'm texting you back slow, or I call you and I miss your call. I call you back. You missed my call on purpose because I missed your call. That's petty.
That's petty?
Right. Because you don't know the reason I missed your call. You just say, oh, you missed my call. Or if I say I ain't feel like talking to them. Like, I ain't feel like talking to you. And then you just say, I call you and then you don't answer. And you text back, I don't feel like talking. That's petty.
I guess.
You don't think so?
I mean, I don't know.
I think because you're petty, you don't think so.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of work to be petty.
Yeah. Some people just come natural though.
I mean, it sounds like you throwing shade my way as far as am I petty?
I think you're very petty. You told me you're very petty.
I'm King Petty. I ain't gonna sit here.
So how you gonna sit here and have a whole?
I understand what it is. I don't want to be. I mean, I know what it is to me, but I take it as jokes. Like it's not. I'm just not that. Like I don't take a lot of stuff that seriously. When I do, when something is serious to me, you'll know. You'll know. I don't take that much stuff seriously. Like life is too. It's too much stuff in life to be so serious a lot. And I just try to enjoy life. And a lot of times when you say petty, I take it as jokes though. It's not like it's a serious thing to me. So like when you said the thing about the light, I mean, you stare at the lights. I mean, I want to eat. Like I ain't trying to eat in the dark. I mean, I wish we had the lights because I'm taking down notes. But it's okay. Nah, it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna be needing glasses pretty soon because I'm gonna be trying to squint, trying to see in the dark.
So
I mean, we have these visuals though. I'm pretty sure you're not gonna have the dark. You're not gonna be.
Don't worry about that.
It's two dudes in the dark.
First of all, 2 dudes in the dark is not gay. Why is 2 dudes in the dark gay?
Well, it's 3 of us, thankfully.
Okay, but even still, it could be 5 dudes in the dark. How's being in the dark with another guy gay?
Listen, I'm very secure in myself.
Obviously not. If you feel like being in the dark with a guy is gay,
I don't feel no type.
Or funny. How's that funny?
You said this. I didn't say any of these words.
The definition of gay to me is doing something with the same sex and a sexual. I say to me, being gay to me is doing something with the same sex, sexually or being interested in the same sex. So just being in the dark with a guy, it's not gay.
I mean, I grew up with gay meaning happy.
I think that's actually the definition of gay, to be honest.
Not anymore.
Which lets you know these words. I said it lets you know that these words don't mean shit because they can change them because they made them up. All these words are made up.
The number one definition of gay right now is a homosexual.
Well, they changed that shit now.
A person of a person homosexual.
So what's the etymology of the word gay?
The second definition, which says dated, lighthearted, and carefree. So that's not the first one, which is surprising to me. But I would think. I mean, to each his own. I never. But I like I say, growing up, I thought gay was happy.
Not to switch turns on you, but my biggest problem with the LGBTQ movement.
Plus.
Whatever, but now it's plugged in and added plus and shit like it's gonna be
more. But
it's gonna be the whole alphabet. This agenda has been pushed more than a black agenda.
Are you about to get us shut off? Go ahead.
How? My point exactly. My point exactly is like everybody's scared to even say the name.
No. I'm not afraid. My thing is I don't know enough to really comment on it.
It ain't about enough. I'm not even commenting on their community. I'm commenting on the fact that it's being pushed more than a black agenda.
That might be.
We don't have. We're still not what we need to be as a race.
But whose fault is that?
What you mean? Whose fault is that?
I mean, we're not pushing that agenda. They are.
I can point. To me, I feel like the powers to be. They saw this agenda right here. They said, you know what? We can push this agenda and make this a big thing and kind of did this whole black thing, did this whole black and racial and racism thing, and that's what they did. So they did the gay marriage. They pushed for all this other shit and like I think that's what before you like it was the LGBTQ. I can't even say it. I can't even pronounce it. That and the feminist movement. Both of those have been pushed more than a black agenda.
Okay.
And then now the black agenda is barely talked about now. It's talked about, but it's not as big as the LGBTQ plus other stuff. It's not being pushed at all. So what? Like, am I wrong for? So when I hear about that community, I'm like, yeah, it's not as important as the real problem that we have.
No, I agree with you. But like I say, it's to a point where it's. Well, I'll say it like this. From my understanding, it's still changing and growing. So where things were cool to say 5-10 years ago, you got to be careful because you could be offending somebody, and I mean that's a very touchy situation where I'm not in the mind frame of trying to offend a group because I know I can be offended, and I don't want to be offended by somebody's ignorance.
But
I'm truly ignorant to that situation, so I can't really.
ignorant to what situation?
The LBGTQ plus.
I mean, personally, I feel like everybody's so scared to even say something because, like, I can say I don't hate no person unless you did something to me. So I don't hate the gay community.
Mm-hmm.
I'm personally not gonna say all these labels because to me it's either straight or gay.
That's like
I said, to me, either you're straight or you're gay. All this other labeling, I don't believe in it. So,
to each his own.
like I said, you hate me for my thoughts. Fuck, what I'm saying, like I personally don't. And I'm saying anybody hate me for my thoughts. Like I said, I don't have any hateful thoughts towards nobody. I don't have any, malicious thoughts towards no group of people.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you physically do something to me or whatever. But other than that, like it's like you can't even have an opinion no more without being ostracized. So at this point, why even? It's like they're trying to force you to accept what they're giving you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know, but the force, I think they just want to be recognized for who they are and not, like you say, ostracized.
I mean, there are people who just bash people for being gay. Like they'll see them, you effing fag, or.
But think about the movie we just watched. We just watched it.
Oh, you're right.
It Part 2, like
I don't like that scene either. I don't like that scene either. I don't like nobody. I don't like bullies for one. I don't like people just bullying somebody just because of who they are or what they are. If I'm around and somebody's trying to bully a gay person or bully two gay, I'm gonna stand up with them. Like, yo, what's your purpose? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So don't get me wrong. I don't hate no group. I don't like bullies. Period. So just picking on somebody because of their skin color, or because they're gay or whatever, never sits right with me.
Not for you.
So, but my thing is, I don't like the fact that the black agenda is just pushed to the background, and I feel like that was the plan the whole time. So push the feminist movement, like you see, all the superhero movies are just becoming women now, and it's like,
are they?
Damn, look, you seen
you into that? I'm not in.
Man, it's like every superhero now is gonna be a girl. Iron Man, Thor, Hulk. I understand like adding them to the but why you gotta take away the men and. I understand, like they were in the comics, you know what I'm saying, but you're getting rid of the characters and just putting female characters. And to be honest, I feel like the more bronze, like men would like if you're gonna do like the men being strong as far as just brute strength, because we are stronger just as far as brute strength. Women do have more mystical powers, even in the real world, like spirituality and shit like that. Or I'm saying mystical power as far as in the movies, like women have a different kind of power than we have, even in real life. Like they do shit different than we do.
Okay.
Like we can do the same thing a woman can do except for have a baby. But
these are the views of controversy.
You saying it like it's a bad thing?
No, I just want to make sure that these are coming from you.
So am I wrong? Because obviously you disagree.
I don't disagree. I just want to make sure that it's coming from you.
Yeah, it means you disagree. You like shit. Don't look at me with that.
I didn't know, man. I'm listening to you. Go ahead. Carry on.
No, I'm done with that because I can go all day. That's what she said.
I didn't hear that one. But What else? You wanna bring your topic, or you want me to keep going?
No. Okay. For instance, what's that dude name? He played on New York Undercover. I guess he really was
you talking
undercover.
about
Malik Yoda.
Yeah,
Yoba.
Malik Yoba.
He really was undercover. But
See, we right back in the LGBTQ plus.
right. But I'm saying well, I guess it was a good segue. But Malik Yoba.
He was like, oh, I didn't do that on purpose.
No, Malik Yoba being what do you call it? Trans attracted.
I guess. I mean, I listened to a little bit of the interview on the Breakfast Club, but I didn't get to listen to all of it.
I didn't listen to all
I
of
get
it.
what he was saying.
What did he say? I didn't.
A little bit that I did see, he was like, I see a beautiful woman. I don't know at the time that she.
You don't.
And
Right.
then he's like, I mean, okay, she's still beautiful. I didn't know, so now I'm attracted to that. I don't know. I'm attracted to what I see. He said he didn't say he's gay. He felt like he's attracted to beautiful people, which is I don't know if that's a cop. I mean, he's attracted to beautiful people. So if it's a man, I guess that's what he's attracted to. If it's a woman, that's what he's attracted to. But like I said, I didn't listen to the whole interview, so me giving my input is truly unfair to whatever it was that he had to say. But I like I said, I get what he's saying. If you don't know, if you are a man and you see a woman that you feel is a beautiful or attractive person, and then you find out later that this person was once a man or was born a man, I see, and did a good job. High five. Good job. So when you find out later that this person was born a man, does that change the fact that you were attracted to this person?
Okay, this is my thing. Because I don't have a way to even, because it can go both ways.
That's what they do. They go both ways.
I bet they do. But I'm saying, honestly, like a man, when you see a woman that anything that has the curves of a woman, the hair of a woman that look like a woman, you're as a man, I don't care how straight you think you are, you're going to be attracted to that person. Now, it's like, to me, because something, it's almost like when people make replacements for chicken.
That's not the same thing.
I say it for me.
Go ahead.
Like, yeah, it looked like chicken. It even tastes almost like chicken, but it ain't chicken.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, you look like a woman. You smell like a woman. You even talk kind of like a woman, but you're not a woman.
Mm.
Like you started off like your name was Michelle, but you was Michael. You know what I'm saying?
That's usually how they do it.
You was Michael 2 years ago or a year ago, however. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you go around to a family gathering, to his family gathering,
Mm-hmm.
or her, they split. So now it's like your whole family, like, damn, they're looking at you. Know what I'm saying? They're looking at you like, damn, this used to be Michael. Like we used to play with him in the backyard.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, but remember, he said he met this person as the woman. He found that attractive. You find out later that it's not a woman. Does that change your attraction?
Yes. But does that make you gay?
But attraction is you looking physically.
It is.
It's like you look at I mean not in a sexual way. You've looked at a dude and be like, that's a handsome guy. So what's the difference between you seeing a dude and be like, yeah, that's a handsome guy, and you seeing a woman, you're like, yes, that's a beautiful woman, and you find out later that's a man or was born a man.
But you don't look at her try to go say, I fuck the shit out of her.
No. But if you look at the woman, and be like,
yeah.
Oh well, then man, if you find that attractive, then hey.
You talking about
yeah, you just said
about a woman.
You ain't let me finish because before I could finish, you said
when you a man, I thought you gonna go woman. I ain't gonna go man to trans.
Yeah, but that's what.
Okay, well let you finish. I ain't said trans now.
We not gonna do that. Think about it. No, but think about what you just said. You saw someone who you felt was attractive.
Okay,
hold on.
Right.
So you said. So you was like, you see this person who's attractive. You ain't had no conversation with this person yet. You're like, man, I'd bang.
Yeah,
what you said. And you find out later, that's a dude.
No, I wouldn't bang. No.
You wouldn't want to bang, but does that change the fact that this person was attracted to you?
No, it doesn't. No,
that's all I was saying. That's what I said.
Transgender.
That's all I was saying. I said I get what he's saying.
Yeah,
I get where he's coming from.
Like I ain't gonna sit in front. Like I saw some trans. I'm like, damn, like that, like cub. Like I yeah, like damn cub, like you know what I'm saying, like damn cub bad, you know what I'm saying.
I would say this.
It's crazy how it sounds, but
I'm gonna say it. Not. I'll say this.
Homeboy
This person,
bad.
no, I would say this person probably was meant to be a woman the way that this person came out because I can't see a man in
I don't
that.
think God made no mistake.
I ain't say God made no mistakes either, but I'm saying like the way that this person was born a man and they become vice versa. How
Right,
because I don't want to
right.
just be like it's men going and women. Some women that feel that they should be men as well. But all I'm saying is I've seen women where you be like, okay, I see it. Like
Right.
this person, the
Has
way
soft features and
they
everything.
the way they've set up themselves, I can see them really being that woman. And if they happy, I'm happy for them.
Like I said, man, my only question is, does that make you gay?
That's on you, man.
I'm asking. I'm asking your opinion. Like, if you're a straight man, then you with a transgender, you know she's a transgender, and then you kind of be with her. She reveals to you that I used to be a man.
Aren't you in it already though?
You're in it already, literally, both ways.
You
But
in
now,
it now, man.
like you can't take back what you did. But if you stay, does that make you gay?
I mean, it's a woman now, right?
Technically, no.
What you
On
mean,
paper,
technically?
yes. Not on paper. I don't know how you want to say it because to me, how you start out was how you. That's my opinion, though. Like, these are the views of controversy. So yeah, in my opinion, what you start out is how you finish. You know what I'm saying? In that world, because like I said, you came in this world as a.
Yeah, but if that's not, I mean, it's 2019.
Does your birth certificate say male or female?
You could change. I mean, it's given an opportunity to change.
No, I'm saying I'm asking. Does it change
But
for?
when with people you meet people, do you be like, let me see that birth certificate?
No,
Like,
I'm asking. But then you can say physically, when your birth certificate, whatever, does it say it's male or female? If you was a female, you came out as a male.
It tells you what it is. But now that, from my
Are they
understanding, they're
changing
changing it.
That's see, you might not even be able to tell.
So again, whatever your attraction is.
Wow.
What's funny is my wife always say this. She be like, I'm gonna tell my boys to take them to the
baby
beach.
pictures.
She say I want baby pictures and take them to the beach. So you can't hide nothing in the beach. She's like, you want to see what that hair look like. You want to see what that equipment look like.
But what they got operation?
I mean, again, I don't know. She say always check them baby pictures. But I'm like, man, like you can't. It's 2019.
That's you want to check the baby pictures.
Yeah, but I know you've seen this. I can't remember her name. It's I think it's a young boy. Or he wants to be, or he's transitioning into being a woman. And they started at like elementary, middle school.
Oh,
so
shit.
you want to see maybe their baby pictures might help, but they've been dressing up this person as a girl from young. So
if I ain't go to high school with you, I can't date you.
well, high school ain't gonna help you.
I don't know, man. This new world getting scary, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, but again, you can't help. Like when you was talking about, remember we was talking about this a couple episodes ago, where it was like, do they have to would you be okay if your child got with somebody of a different background, a different racial background? And it was like, hey, they love who they love. Isn't that the same thing?
It is the same thing. Like I said, it ain't me. Like I came to terms that if my son wrote to be gay, then that's just that's what he is. Like he gay, and I can't do nothing about it. That's your life to live. It ain't my life no more. You know what I'm saying? My job is to love my children unconditional, and like I said, I came to terms with that. So, you know what I'm saying? I came to terms with that like I would say like last year or something like that. And now I'm at a point to now where it would affect me, but what me not loving him or casting him out is gonna make his situation worse. To where you might wake up one day and see your son hanging from a tree or hung himself, or just doing stuff that he don't need to do because he feel like he's not loved by who he thought was to love him the most when nobody else do. So, and like I said, man, it's not my life. I live my life. I'm doing what I gotta do. I'm having sex, with I doing my thing. That's him. That's her. Whoever, like, so.
No, I feel
I
you.
think that's just growth in myself.
I feel you. I I can't change how you feel about that.
I ain't saying I feel no kind of way about it. Like, I mean, I think we had this conversation already. So, point of beating the dead horse.
All right, what else you had on the agenda, boss?
No, I want to hear what you got to say.
About what?
You put me in a hot seat a lot.
What you mean? I gave my piece.
Wait, what was it?
You want me to repeat everything I said?
Huh?
I need to repeat everything.
I mean, I said about like living together with somebody. Like when you live with somebody, because like I said, a lot of things change. Because that was my next topic. Like
But we'll bring it on.
a lot of things, as far as you can be cool with somebody, you can be love, and I want to be around. But when you move in together, everything changes.
Yeah, but I mean, that's how you get to know somebody. You don't know how to live with somebody until you live with somebody. It's easy to be like, all right, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but this person might wash dishes this way, you wash dishes
That's what
that
I'm
way.
saying.
Like
That's what I'm saying.
that's how you get to know people.
Yeah, but some people can't coexist.
What you mean they can't?
Some people cannot coexist.
Some people can coexist. That's not the person you're supposed to coexist with.
What I'm saying is, you got some people who like their space, right?
Mm-hmm.
Typically, it'd be like the only child likes their space. Like they're not used to sharing their space. You got some people who grew up in a house with a whole bunch of people.
That's a generalization, though.
No, it's a generalization, but I'm doing based off my experiences.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, so that's what I say typically, like off. So
from
some people I
your
know.
perspective.
Yeah. From my perspective, it'd be like the ones who hadn't grown up with relatives and always had their own room. They kind of not used to sharing their space. They're not used to sharing their toys. At least they're not used to hearing other noises besides themselves. As of, let's say, somebody who grew up somewhere else is used to a lot of people. You know, in the house and whatever, you know. So I'm saying, so let's say, okay, y'all moving together. Everything's all good before. Y'all moving together. Now it's like, damn, you like the house too cold, or I like it this temperature. So like, how do you compromise?
That's the learning process.
So how do you compromise? How do you compromise on somebody who wants the temperature on 66 and you want it on 77?
Can you put it in the middle?
Huh?
You put it in the middle or get some covers?
Yeah, you
Get
could.
some thicker
But,
covers. I mean, find a way to compromise for everybody.
so what's the middle? Like, let's say you can't sleep unless it's on 66. I know me personally, I can't sleep unless it's AC.
Covers.
Huh? No, I
big covers.
some big. No, I like it cold. Let's say I like it cold, and my partner likes it hot.
Ooh, okay.
Or warm. To them, 75 is perfect, but to me, 75 is hell. To me, 70 is hell. That's my compromise, but that's still hell. At that point, I'm not living comfortably no more.
I mean, but you want to live with this person, don't you? Don't you? You want to live with this person, right? Like,
I mean, if it's not comfortable, then no.
I mean, but what's the point? I mean, that's the give and take in a relationship, is it not? Like you know when you move in with somebody, or even before you get to that point of moving in with somebody, isn't that part of getting to know this person? So that way, when y'all get to that point of moving in, you know what this person may like, how they like their temperature at home, how they like their food, how they like to watch. I mean, why not have those conversations before y'all get to the point of, I mean, I just met you 2 weeks, let's move in together. Like, why not get to know this person?
Having a conversation is one thing, but living with somebody is another thing.
But wouldn't you know these things before y'all move in together?
You would think so, right?
All right.
I don't think that's always the case, though.
Like I used to watch Divorce Court with was it Judge Lynn Tolan? No, not Lynn Tolan. Judge Maybelline. And she used to always say, look deep before you leap. So you get that. My impression of that is get to know the person before you marry this person. Like, don't just jump.
And done, though.
Yeah, but it's not.
How? Okay, let's say if it's a dark alley, you can't see down that alley from where you at. Sometimes you gotta go in. You gotta go into that alley to see deep into the alley.
Horrible examples.
How is that a hard example?
How is that? What do they got to do with?
You can only see but so far without being in a situation.
You were the person. You don't think within 2 years of knowing somebody before you move in,
mm-hmm.
you don't think these conversations? Like, all right, if you have your own place, this person has their own place. Y'all go over there.
Right.
Before y'all move in together, you know how this person likes.
No, you don't.
What?
Because you meet somebody representative.
Hold on, no. I'm saying, but you at the house though. If you walk into her house,
right,
and you know when I'm at my house, I like it at 75.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm at her house, she likes it at 66. That's not a shock, because now you know when y'all move in together. All right, we need to figure this out.
You want me to tell you the difference?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
The difference is when y'all dating and shit like that, and let's say you come to the house and it's too hot. And you come over, it's like, man, it's too hot. And you turn it down. Can you turn the AC down on colder? It's cute now because she knows she ain't got to deal with that for too long.
That's your perspective.
You got to let me finish though.
That's your perspective.
She knows she ain't got to deal with it for too long, so it's gonna be cute and shit then. But then because she know after a couple hours you go home or just for the night, whatever.
Hey, what if she's anemic?
When y'all move in together, now it's like, oh, I can't deal with this shit every day. You get what I'm
I
saying?
mean, that's like I like to watch Martin. I like the real TV shows, and I just saw this probably a couple weeks ago where Pam and
Tommy
moved in
yes,
together.
yes.
He got to listen to that Lou Rawls
Yes,
go to sleep.
exactly.
Like those are the things where he, like you said, he dealt with it because they were gonna do something else to help him go to sleep.
He wasn't trying to sleep.
He said he wasn't trying to sleep. So
that's my point.
I'm saying
And
though,
she
like
cracked her knuckles.
they didn't have these conversations before. These are conversations that should have been done before they started talking about moving in together.
But that's what I'm saying. If
that remind me, I got something for you after that. Go ahead.
Hearing about something and then dealing with something is two different things. Like you would think dealing with noise, you deal with noise, it ain't too bad. But when you gotta deal, like it's like going to jail for a long period of time.
I can't attest on that. I don't know nothing about that.
What I'm saying is, if your parents put you on punishment for a day, whatever, but you can leave. They put you on punishment. You can leave the house, but they say stay in your room. You can come out every now and then, whatever. But when you're in jail, you cannot leave. You can't. You here.
I take your word for it, man. I assume that's how it works.
I'm saying I don't know either. But I'm saying like you here. You can't.
How you be coming up with these examples?
I'm saying just jail. Period. You cannot leave this place.
That's accurate.
Your parents put you on punishment. Like you can't leave your room, but they still might say, "Come on, we gotta go to the store." You still on punishment, but you still going to the store. When you come back, you going straight back to your room.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
So my point is, when you in it, you in it. There is no escaping. I think that the mentality is the mental state of the situation is like, fuck, I gotta deal with this shit for the rest of my life.
There's no compromise though?
There's a compromise, but it's never gonna be how you're used to doing things.
Yeah, but alright, like how you say 75, she would say 66. You can't compromise that at all? Be like, alright, well,
the compromise is fine.
Can we do at 68 instead of 66?
The compromise is fine, but it's never gonna be the way you 100% want it.
You're getting with somebody else who's not you. That's okay, man. Relax.
Bro, I'm saying, but I'm just saying, like that's just, it's never gonna be as comfortable as you used to it. That's my whole point.
I know what you mean, but I'm sure it's other things that they bring to the table where it's not like that's a big deal. Like they bring in other things to the table where, all right, they might the AC might be a situation, but they cooking, they do helping you with the dishes, they help me with the bills. Okay, man, listen, I could deal with this AC issue. I mean, we laugh, we go out together. I got a companionship. Like that's what you want. Like it's not just
those are the good
issue.
things about relationships.
So
I'm
those
saying
are
there
the
are
give and
good and
takes.
bad.
Those are the give and takes. So, but what we was talking about Martin? I saw the homie Tori Johnson had posted something on I think it was on his Instagram, and it was like, let's be honest. Pam was way finer than Gina. I think they just
looking back. She was
lighter. Looking back, there's no looking back.
I'm saying like right now.
I think back then
I like Gina.
Really?
Back then I like lighter girls back then.
I think that was the only reason they. I ain't say the only. She was attractive, but she wasn't no Pam though. Like Pam, I thought was back then. Pam was.
To me, I don't like either one of them because I like thicker women. To me, they're too skinny, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I like the horse. I like real thick.
Like horses.
Like how the girls how they get built. Like they got them thick thighs and.
So you gotta watch you around the circus and stuff.
Really? No, I mean like.
People do that.
Come on, man. It's a circus. People do that though. I forgot what it's called.
I don't know.
But I mean, like I like bigger women.
So you like Drake? You like them BBWs?
I like Drake, but
You like the BBWs?
Yeah, I like in between BBWs and what's between BBWs and Slim Thick. So from BBWs to Slim Thick.
You like milk?
What?
I don't know. You said in between a Slim Thick and I don't know what's in between.
No, I mean just anywhere between I'm good. Like that's my type. To me, Pam and Gina was always too skinny.
Nah, I feel you. I mean, but that's TV. I think they wanted.
Back then they was thick though. Back then,
really?
No, back Gina had like a hard muscle booty, but she was back then. Gina was bad. You can't take.
No, both of them was bad.
Yeah, I just back then.
Pam was probably better though.
She was like looking back. I was too young to even know what I was looking at. All I was looking at was Gina's complexion, her complexion or whatever. But look, the character that Pam portrayed was like the mean and always, you know what I'm saying? Like she was just always joking all the time. I always thought she looked better, but
when I saw her on Everybody Hates Chris.
She looked more motherly to me.
I don't know about the motherly, but she did a couple episodes where he's like, yeah, that's why. Yeah, that you just confirmed why I liked you more.
The character that she portrayed.
But then I watched what's the other show? My wife and kids with.
Which she looked better.
I didn't like her. I definitely.
First episode she looked okay.
I
I was like, Gina kind of looked kind of, but she had something wrong with her though. Like,
that's not my business.
No,
we just talking about looks right now. Just talking about looks right now.
Well, I'm just saying, like that was the colorism was big back then. Like we just thought we liked lighter women because that's all we saw on TV.
Not we, you.
And when I say we, I mean like our generation. Our generation coming up around that time.
Why do you think that is?
Because that's all they showed on TV. That's all they showed on magazines. That's all they showed on late night porn. Like all you saw was
late night porn.
Yeah, I was great. But all you saw was the white girls, light skinned girls, Spanish women. That's all you saw. They everybody showed beautiful black women. Tina. What's the girl name? Not Tina Turner. Angela Bassett. Mm-hmm. My first time seeing Angela Bassett was what's love got to do with it? I was like ugh. Because I didn't like muscular women like that,
but she was playing a character.
Well, I didn't know. I'm fucking 8 years old, 7 years old when I was watching. I was young as hell.
She was what? She was playing Tina Turner.
Tina Turner.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I'm watching her getting her ass whooped. She got black eyes and swollen lips. Like so, I didn't see her in a good light.
Never seen the movie.
You never seen the movie? So she muscular and then she's skinny and then she getting beat up. So I didn't even look back and say, damn, she was still a beautiful black woman. Now, when I got older,
still, like you saying it like you didn't expect it. Like that's
no. What
crazy.
I'm saying is
not saying that you're wrong. I'm just like surprised.
No. So when I look at her movies as of late, and I look back on movies that she played in, I'm like, damn, she was really attractive. Mm-hmm. But I didn't like black women back then. Like when I say back then, I'm talking about like when I was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All I saw was white women on TV.
That's all you saw. So I mean, you can't force.
I think this new generation is different because now you see more black women on TV. You see more black men on TV than it was back then. The only black man on TV back then was like Wesley Snipes.
I agree with that.
So he had to be really dark or really light to be on TV.
I agree with that.
Irv agreed with me. That's something different.
That's something.
We need a round of applause if we have one.
Oh, he got choked. Somebody told me we need a round of applause.
Now,
why? Just because we agreed with each other?
That usually doesn't happen. Now, let me ask you something. Who? Not to get off. We kind of got off topic with that. But who? Okay, there you go. It's kind of late. There you go. Now, who cleans what when a couple moves in together? Like, is there a certain responsibility of who cleans what?
I think that should be a conversation. What you mean? I don't think there's no designated chores that each person is supposed to do.
Is there like an unspoken rule to where the man does the garbage and the woman does
that's that we go back to that chivalry and what a man's job. Like, I mean, I've heard
chivalrous to take out the garbage.
Well, hold on. Let me say they say a man is supposed to be responsible for outside, and the woman's supposed to be responsible for the inside. I mean, I don't say supposed to, but that's how I was taught. But again, this is 2019. I think at that time women were staying at home and men were working. Mm-hmm. Now it's both parties are working, so I don't think it's a situation of the woman is responsible for everything. I think
things should change.
Yeah, you could dig it out. However,
so this shiver shit you was talking about picking up the tab and picking up this, that shit should change too, right?
No.
How is that different? You can't pick and choose when things should be different. If you just said if we both working, why is it up to the men to put the bill?
I say you could still play a part. I'm not telling you just because a male is working, he should be responsible for everything in the household. I think it should be divvied up. But again, we was talking about the dating, who's paying for the date. I feel like if a man approaches a woman, he's responsible for paying for the date.
Right. Depending on what they say.
What you mean, depending on what she said?
Depending on what they say.
If a man approaches a woman and invites her out, the invitation is that the invitation alone means I'm paying.
It's subjective.
That's your opinion.
I think if you meet somebody, say y'all have a good conversation, would you like to meet me for lunch one day?
I mean, see, that's what. See, you're rephrasing or rebranding the dating process.
Yes, I think it should be.
I'm saying, listen, I want to take you. I want to get to know you. It's on me.
I think that's what some men do.
Yeah, I'm saying that's how I would look. That's how I've done it back in the day.
Okay, so men, if you listening, when you approach a woman, you say, "Would you like to meet me for lunch one day, and we both go Dutch. You gotta be specific nowadays because women and guys like Irv, if you say that you're gonna talk to somebody, then you gotta pay for the whole damn
Because
thing.
I think I'm not sure. I don't have any daughters, so I can't really talk about it. I have a sister, but I don't know. I can't really speak on it. But I would think that women are taught when they go out that the man is expected to pay when he invites you out. Now, like I said, I don't have daughters, so I can't really speak on that, and I haven't been taught that myself. But I know how I'm supposed to approach a woman from my mother and from the men that I grew up around. Like when you invite a woman out, you are to be chivalrous.
You got taught that?
Yeah,
I never got taught that.
Well, I mean,
I got taught to respect women. I got taught to, but I never got taught to just because we going out, I pay for everything. I got taught.
Nah,
I got taught that a woman who likes you and wants to go out with you.
No, not paying for everything. I'm talking about we going out on a date because you're welcoming. You want to show her that you appreciate her time. You want to show her a good time to make her want to come back. Like I said, but again, you want to get to know this person, so it's not like I wouldn't take a woman to the movies for the first date because what kind of conversation can you have, or unless that you have the conversation when you have dinner after that you have a conversation started because you just had the movie. But you want to be able to have a conversation. Like you don't want to just be like you go to a place and we went out to the movies and I'm gonna drop you back home. We can't really talk in the movies.
I think the movie breaks the touching barrel.
Touching barrel.
The touching it breaks that
breaks the ice or something.
Yeah, it breaks the ice on the touching. So that's why some people go to the movies so you can hug or you hug up and you
on a first date.
Yeah, first date because you talk up into the movie, you talk going into the movie, and then you laugh together watching the movie or
No, I'm saying it's cool.
I'm saying I think that's why some guys do it. That's why I did it.
But remember, I think
kind of
even if you take a person out for dinner, it's a conversation starter. Like you want to get to know.
But I think a dinner's all conversation. Everybody's not as good as a conversationist as some. Like you're a good conversationist. Like I heard you converse with other women, and I was like, what I'm saying, I'm good at that, but I don't like it. I can do it, but I don't like it.
But what?
I don't like small talk.
No, but see, like what you just said. That you said good with women. I think I'm with everybody. It wasn't. I didn't look like. I know exactly what you're talking about and when you're talking about. It wasn't a situation where it was like, okay, these are women. I got to turn on this and try to talk. No, it was like they're here.
No, that's just who you are.
Yeah,
I'm not that way. I can be that way. It's like you can be that way, but that's not you. I think naturally that's you.
That's
and
me.
You can tell that's natural. With me, it'd be eating me up inside. I hate small.
What?
Yeah, I'm like, fuck, I hate this shit. But I inside. But you would never know it. But I hate that shit. I don't like doing small talk. I don't like small talk. If I don't know you, I don't really like converse with people like that.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. I know what you're talking about, so I can speak on that. We were in a small place, like they needed somewhere to sit. Hey, y'all looking for somewhere to sit? Y'all can sit here. Plus, they were black women. I'm like, I'm not finna send them over here with some people we don't. I'd rather them sit with us than some people we really don't know.
I know what you're saying.
So it's like, all right, well now are we here? I'm so and so. Let's introduce us. So now we're not as we're strangers, but now we can at least be. We're here for a comedy show. Let's enjoy ourselves together. Like that's just and then all right, y'all enjoy yourself. Y'all be safe out there. All right, cool.
Like I said, it's good to have somebody like that with you. Especially for me, I don't like doing that shit. So like you see me at dinner place and you gotta yell to talk.
We didn't have to yell. Well, at the
you had to be right up on somebody that like no man, that's too much. That's too much for me.
Man,
but you maybe that's cool. Like
I don't think I'm not a loud person though.
Everybody's different.
Think about it. I'm not a loud person already. So me yelling like I the other day at work. I had to get somebody's attention. I heard it might have sounded like it was loud. I'm like, damn, my throat hurt.
Yeah,
because I don't yell like that.
I'm not gonna yell. I mean, like I said, that's why I said a date of going out to dinner is just all conversation, which I think women like because they want to see how good you can hold a conversation. I guess that's
important though, because you can't be with somebody you can't have a conversation.
It is.
With.
I'm not one of those guys who can't hold a conversation. Like I never got that before. Who can't hold a conversation.
But tell me this, because I want to have the dating part though. If a woman asks you, because my wife brought this up. I think it was my wife. I don't remember. Somebody asked me this. It was like when you meet somebody. So say you out on a date. If they ask you what is your job or what is your job title, is important to you, or does that change how you look at this person?
Is that the whole question?
That's the whole question. Because there's follow up behind it.
Yeah, and no to a certain. It's like it depends. I guess yes, it does, but it depends. Like if you say, if you're 28, 25, 26, 20, to me 28, and you're like, yeah, I work at McDonald's. Okay, what else you do? Well, what you looking to do in the next year? So if you just say, I'm trying to get another job at this, that's not really somebody I want to mess with because you don't. To me, like if I don't hear any other
I'm an
plans,
assistant manager at McDonald's.
huh?
Or what did she say? I'm an assistant manager.
Either way, assistant manager, you probably making 12 bucks an
I'm looking
hour.
at the money though.
Huh? I'm looking at the aspirations.
So all right, since we're gonna go at McDonald's, then we're gonna get her some free pub. But listen, so you meet this woman outside of McDonald's. You think she's attractive? You want to take her out? Y'all go Dutch, and y'all conversation. She tell you you say, hey, I work at McDonald's. Oh yeah, what do you do at McDonald's? I'm an assistant manager right now, but I aspire to own a chain myself. Would that change your view then? Or just because she's working at McDonald's? Because I don't know how the procedure is to get a.
It's a lot.
So I'm saying maybe you have to work there, and she's like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Tell you what it
but
is,
if she says that's her aspiration to own a McDonald's, would that change your?
I'm actually have $1.3 million
Okay, but
on
would
cash
that change
and assets, so that's what you need.
But I'm saying, say she's working there and she's doing other things, and her aspiration is to own a McDonald's. Would that change?
Does change. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna ask you a question. What made you work at McDonald's? How long have you been working there? And what are you doing now to work toward that?
Is that a deal breaker?
Huh?
Is that a deal breaker? Because she works at
her working at McDonald's is not a deal breaker to me. As a man, as a person with more aspirations, I feel like okay, maybe you had a narrow vision of a narrow like so I had a narrow vision. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe you didn't know about other jobs that you could have.
That's all I was saying. Exposure.
Well, that's
what I'm
talking
about exposure.
Exposure, exactly. So I'm saying like so when you meet me, if I like you and you cool, okay, you meet me, I have this going on. I can expose you to different things and I can help you get somewhere else to where you're going because I'm pretty sure. So some people are content with that, but for me, maybe I can broaden her horizon. And that's where I look at it. And as a man, if I get to a certain point, she's a good girl, a good female who can, genuinely good at heart, then you might not even have to work.
No, I feel, but like I said, I wouldn't look at it as okay. She works at McDonald's. If there's somebody you want to get to know, I don't think her job title should be important to you.
To some people,
unless,
but
like you said, she has aspirations to do something. If her aspiration is just to work at McDonald's, then let her, if like you said, if you comfortable enough and you can handle it, let her do it. What I mean, you know what her schedule might be. You know when she'll be working, and you'll be have as many fries as you want.
Really?
I don't know. I'm trying to. I found a positive in it somehow. But I think it'd be a good. Especially if you are somebody in a business mind frame. And you know that her aspiration is to own a McDonald's. I think that's something y'all can do together.
I mean, like I said, man, to me it's different. It's different. If I like the girl, if she just working a McDonald's job as an employee, getting a check, and she got baby daddies, that's not something I'm dealing with.
You say she's 28. She's 28. She's been working at McDonald's from high school. And because she hadn't had any exposure, all she has is her high school, and she was like, "I like the job. Like it's cool. I enjoy it. The money, it takes care of all of my bills."
That's fine. To me, that's fine. Like, okay, I understand that, but I feel like being with me, you're going to like see it's other things out there to make money. It's gonna open your eyes more. And if it doesn't, that's fine too, because I'm gonna make sure I have what I need to do what I gotta do, and it's to the point where, like I said, if you're a genuinely good woman at heart, and we had those conversations where I can take care of you. If I want to take care of you, then it's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
I think it's different for a man and a woman, to be honest. That's like if a woman meet a man. Like, I wish we had a woman here now. I actually want to have a woman on, so we can.
In the near future, we definitely have.
Ashton is ready. I got something planned. Don't worry about that.
Oh, got something.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
All right.
But
I'll veto that.
I feel like, but I feel like it's gonna be different if a woman talking to a man and he's working at McDonald's. They're like, oh, something. Like I feel like women love status.
Well, I mean, if he's a handsome guy, I don't think women really.
Some women like status though. Some women like.
I think if a woman is of status, then maybe. But I think if she's a down to earth person and she see this guy as aspiring to do more.
True. Okay, that's true.
But hold on, real quick, because I know we already over our.
For real? Damn.
We're hour and 5. That's one last thing, and I don't know if you got anything else. But,
I do.
I don't even know why I was surprised. This past week was the Democratic debate, and I watched a little bit of it. And I know voting is in my opinion, is very necessary. But I know with this last election, a lot of people didn't feel like it was necessary, and we got the president that we have now.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a lot of people have changed their tune because of what happened. How do you feel about voting, or do you feel like voting is important?
From what I learned, I haven't voted yet. To be honest, I have never voted.
Really?
Never voted. I don't have a voter's license, or what we call it, the voter's registration.
The voter registration card.
Yeah, I don't have that. When I learned, it's more important to elect like the governors or mayors.
But you can't do that if you don't have you got to vote.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it's more important to do that. So I don't. As far as presidents, yeah. But if you want to impact your neighborhood, it's more.
Yeah, but you still can if you don't even have your.
I say if you want to impact your neighborhood. To me,
that's true.
That's not something I too much worry about. Because I feel like it's not in my. The masses create the rules. So like.
All right, I agree, but it's not right now. Being that what you said, I didn't know this, so that kind of threw me off.
I never voted.
Yeah, that's like so. It's like your opinion to me
doesn't
right
matter.
Now. That's how I feel though. Yeah. It don't really matter because
to you.
That's what I'm saying. To me, I'm talking for myself.
Yeah.
Definitely talking for myself. I'm like, dang, how you gonna tell me about voting?
I'm just saying, like I don't.
Yeah. Okay, you're definitely not the person to talk to about that because it's like you don't vote. So me telling you how I feel like it's important. I feel like it's important.
I haven't had somebody who actually I've had people I want to vote for, but I just never.
Yeah, but you just said how important it is locally.
I said I just learned that stuff.
Okay.
I just learned that it's more important to elect mayors and governors.
Well, I'll say it's detrimental to what's going on, especially with our kids because that's the school board, that's the local government, that's who the streets, the parks, like that's all. It's all government, like that's all stuff.
Government grants, mayors and stuff like that.
Grants that for business loans. And if you want to own a business, that's something we're looking into. Like those are things that we need to know about. Like you want your voice to be heard. Like you go up there and talk all you want, but if you don't put your name on the ballot, put your name when it's time to make that ballot.
But your voice can only be heard if it's the voice of the masses.
No, I'm saying, but again, like. Who controls that? You can go out there and campaign for these type of people.
Who can?
Or get out there and listen. Hey, man, this person is doing X. If you're not the person that's out there on the ballot, you could be out there and be a voice for those people.
That's true.
So that's what's like. But if you don't vote, we can have this till we blue in the face, but your vote don't count because you didn't go out there and do anything.
You never said my vote was important,
Huh?
That's never been my thing. Like I said,
that's what I'm saying. Though.
You grew up in a house to where your mom voted. I didn't grow up in a house to where they even talked about voting.
You can't say, but how old are you now?
Huh? It is. I'm just saying that's not the norm.
How old are you now?
I don't even think about.
But how old are you now?
I'm 27.
You're 27.
I'm 27.
So you had
9 years.
9 years that you could have been voting.
Right.
That's two major elections, and the local stuff is
right.
2 years.
Right. But like I just told you, that's never been at the forefront of my mind.
Right. Well, now it is.
Huh?
So now it's
still ain't at the forefront of my mind. I'm just telling you, it still ain't.
All right. We're gonna have to agree to disagree, man. But I'm gonna have to get you. We're gonna have to get you registered. We definitely have to get you registered, man.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. I was gonna say something, but I ain't gonna say nothing. Cause I know it's some certain stuff personal, so I'm gonna leave it personal.
Go ahead.
No, we good. We're gonna leave it. Cause I can respect you. I can respect. Listen, just because I don't agree, I can respect your wishes, and that's how you rock. That's how you rock. I totally disagree.
Of course
but,
you do.
Go ahead.
Can you get a round of applause for that too?
No, I can't apply. I can't get no applause for that.
All right, now this.
I could give you something if you want something, but it ain't gonna be an applause.
Now, this question here is going to touch different. What the fuck is that? Oh, get the fuck out of here. See, now you can start. Just to let y'all know, so anyway, Herb can like I would say, pick on me a kind of way that he takes the opportunity to do it. So just so we know, we clear. All right, let me ask this question though.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because
This gonna be the last one.
This question gonna kind of hit different to some people.
Oh.
So, how can a lot of people say they love God if they don't know Him, never seen Him, or only heard things about Him? Damn! I'm at like that's like a real question. Like, how can you what's the word?
I don't know. This is your question.
No, I'm trying to.
I don't know.
How can you sit here and just say like, "Oh, I love God, I love this," and you hate people who's on this earth up here and don't talk to people that you know personally because they did you wrong one time or whatever? How can you sit here and just say, "I love God," or I believe that He did this and that if you really wasn't there?
No, I feel
like some people are just saying because that's the thing they say, but they don't really love Him. They just trying to make they trying to make themselves believe that they do love Him because they think that's
what is loving God?
Huh?
I mean, what is?
How do you say believing that He died for you, or
well, that's Jesus.
For your sins?
That's Jesus. That's not God though.
Some people think God and Jesus are the same.
I mean, they say. Well, I'm not. I can't.
Some people think God, Jesus is God, the Son of God.
Yeah. But they saying that what they say is it's a Holy Trinity.
Right.
They say it's the Son, the Father, and the Holy Ghost.
Right. But what I'm saying is,
God.
So how can you say? How do people sit here and just say
I
they love God?
I'm not sure, man. I don't want to be saying stuff that I'm really not. That's definitely not my cup of tea. But
so let me ask you a question: if that's the only reason why they say, if that's the only reason why they say they love Him, if I died for you, 100 years later, would your kids love me? Like, would your grandkids love me because I died for you?
If I taught them to.
Exactly. So I don't really think it's genuine love. I think people just do that.
Yeah, but I think it's genuine love because they felt like I wouldn't be here if God didn't put us here. Like I'm here because I'm a God creation.
Okay, but how can you say you love God? You never met Him, but you met people and you don't love them, or you met people that done stuff for you.
I get the correlation you're trying to make. But I mean that's like saying I don't like a certain type of food that I've never had. Like you're just going off of, I just don't. Or so they're loving what they feel like. I just love it.
How they love them if they never seen them? They never
seen the win, but you enjoy the win.
But that's different. I'm breathing in the wind every day.
I mean, a lot of people feel like they feel.
I know there's a God, and
I believe in God.
But what I'm saying is, do you feel like that the essence of God should be? It's been proven to me.
Okay.
But I'm saying to everybody that might not have been the case. They just saying it because that's what they hear. That's what they hear in church. I love God, or we can't do that, man. That's God. It's like you can't cuss in the church, man. That's
all that's changed.
But I'm saying they just say it because it's like a trend. They can't do it because they heard that you can't do certain things or.
Yeah, but I think everybody need to have their own relationship with God, though.
So if people didn't tell you that if you didn't love God, you're not going to heaven, will people still love God?
Heaven. All
right, that's a question though.
I don't know.
If people were told that if you didn't love God, you still can get to heaven, would that be a big thing?
I don't know, man, because the way they treat people.
I feel like it's fear that people love God out of fear.
That's. I mean, a lot of things that they say. I mean,
you going to hell?
Heaven or hell.
Come on, man.
It's either like.
So if you gotta love this person to get to heaven, aren't you gonna say you love them? But you really don't love them. You don't know them.
Is it? Well, are you saying it because of their actions, or are you saying it because of their lip service?
I'm saying this because of me personally. It took me to understand myself to really understand this question that I asked you. I can't sit here and say I love God.
So you're saying you don't love God?
I can't love what I don't see. I don't see.
Well, how do you see love?
Exactly. I'm
asking
I'm here with a person every day. Like love is a bond.
All right, well, let me
I respect God to my definition of God. I feel like the obstacles that He's put me through and the stuff that I'm like, dang, that's ironic that this happened because this happened. That had to be God. So it's like
that had to be God. You're not even sure. You just like it had to be God.
But like I said, that's me within. That's what I've come in terms of what I believe is going on. So it's not what somebody told me. It's not what a book tells me to do. It's not what somebody tells me I should do. It's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this kid, that's not coincidence. That's me. But somebody else who just saying they grew up reading a book, or somebody telling them that they need to love this person or they're going to go to hell, then they say here, I love God, or I love this, or Jesus this, Jesus that.
Nah, I mean,
Do you think it's out of fear? That's my
I
question.
mean, yeah, it's out of, but for some, but not all.
Why is that even in there though? Why is if you don't do this you're going to hell? Why is that even in the Bible?
Did you read that in the Bible?
What you mean?
I'm asking you.
That's in the Bible.
Hold on. Why are you getting all irate? I'm just asking the question.
I'm saying,
I don't know the answer to the question.
If you're selling something, if I'm selling something, right? If I want to get you to buy this, and I say if you don't buy this, you're gonna die tomorrow. But yeah, it's your choice though. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Opposed to saying this, if you just selling it, this what this does, this what this does, and this is that, and that's it. It's up to you to buy it. I'm telling you how good this thing is,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all I need to tell you. It's up to you to buy it. It should sell itself. But if I gotta say, if you don't buy this thing, boy, I'm telling you, boy, tomorrow it's gonna get real for you. But it's good too, though. You can do all this stuff, but if you don't buy it, boy, I'm telling you, it's gonna come back to haunt you, boy. I'm telling you, you're gonna die tomorrow. And out of fear, you gonna be like, damn, let me buy this thing, and you gotta love it too when you buy it, or it's gonna kill you. Like that fear makes you love it. It makes you think you're supposed to love it. Is what I'm saying. I feel like the Bible shouldn't say that you're going to hell for this. And I feel like the Bible's not, it's just man written. It's not the original testaments. I feel like the message was lost.
What's funny is I saw something. I'd have to find it. I don't want to. I definitely don't. But saw something recently. I don't know if somebody sent me this or if I saw it on TV. But it was like the Bible that we're reading now is not the original Bible. It was I mean, I knew it before, but it was like this is something that they've been allegedly been trying to hide. And I'm like, I mean, because the one thing me and my mom always go back and forth because she's like, listen, I'm not telling you that I don't believe. My thing is I have questions.
Right.
And I believe in God. It's just the religion part that I'm questioning just because in the Bible it always says, now this is something that I have read, don't add nothing, don't take nothing away. But we all know that stuff was added and we know stuff was taken away. Like if you're going to give the book, it needs to be the whole book. And then also the book is, and my understanding is it's an interpretation. So and it seems like that's where everybody has their differences with the Bible or with church because so many different interpretations of what the Bible means. So that's why I was like, I haven't read the whole Bible, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like I have. I've read a lot of pieces, and I can't sit here and be like, me and you could probably read the same thing and get two different interpretations of it. So that's why it's like, when I say I believe in God, it's like how I read it, that was for me.
Mm-hmm.
How you read it, that was for you.
Right.
So that's why when people be like, if you don't do it this way, you're wrong.
Right.
Well, if that's not how I interpreted it, then how can maybe that's wrong for you, but that might not be wrong for me.
And I think that's how the religion works.
No, you might be right. I'm not. I mean, we're having a conversation, but I don't. I mean, I can't answer that yes or no. I don't know. I really don't know.
Muslims serve a God. Christians serve a God. Baptists serve a God. Buddhism, they serve a God. And every one of them can tell you that every one of them can tell them that each other is wrong about something or wrong about what they believe in, right?
That's pretty accurate.
So, what makes, for one, you got to find what's a common denominator out of all these people. That there's a God, right?
Mm-hmm.
The ways are different. There's one God that's a common denominator, but now the numerators are different, which is the ways. So what you have to do, you got to simplify, right?
Mm-hmm.
You simplify. You break stuff down. And to be honest, I don't think there's ever going to be a numerator because we don't know at this point. We really just what we feel that we think it is, and that's what we're going to come up with. That's whatever we feel close to our heart. I feel like that's for me. Then that's what you're going to go with.
That's what I think it is. I think that's pretty much in everything though. Whatever they feel it like with the different denominations. It's like one person felt like this. I can't even remember which denomination it is. They don't play no music, and I don't know if it's a couple lines in the Bible. It's like you have to make a joyful noise, and it was like, well, we don't need to use instruments, so they don't use instruments in the church. They have to make their own music, like from. So I'm like, well, that's an interpretation though. So all the other churches, I say, but the other churches use instruments, but this church doesn't because they interpreted it as this.
Now I feel like church became a fashion show though.
I mean, what they say, come
as you are.
No, well, that's come as you are, but say you want to wear your best outfit or something. I don't know. I don't know about that. That's
Somebody's best type stuff.
Yeah, so you always want to wear your best. But is that slavery though? Because my understanding is they would give slaves an outfit for church.
I think so.
So,
that's what I'm saying. I don't, man. To me, I don't get into all that. That's why you'd never see me going. You'd never really. Only time I've been to church when I went for your mom and for your grandma. But I didn't go. To me, I wasn't going to church. I was going to where they were, and they could was going somewhere after. So I wasn't going to church. It was like, all right, I'm in Hollywood. So once we leave here, I ain't got to be trying to meet up with y'all after. I'm already here. We just go to where we gotta go.
I feel you.
Yeah, so I mean that's just my thing. I don't care who has a different opinion than mine. I don't care who has something to say about it. I'm gonna be me wherever I'm at.
Nah, that's all you can be. That's all you can be. I mean, what? That's all you can be.
You know, some people try to like switch who they are for a certain crowd, or they try to like act a little different. I like to bring me wherever I go, so we have no misunderstandings.
What you think, Greene? Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, I agree to an extent.
That's what you think he'd be saying?
That's all. I agree to an extent.
Or he'd probably say,
Smoke weed every day.
I mean, and he probably say that come from God.
You making Greene sound like a horrible person. Like he just weed.
What's
like
wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
If people don't know Greene, they just swear he just like. Never mind.
What you mean? He said it himself. He said he like to smoke weed every day. Right?
Smoke weed every day.
So,
What's on Mason?
you want to have Baby Shark?
Yeah.
Let's see what we got for you.
That's a little controversy.
You want Baby Shark.
Okay.
You want
Really?
I mean, hey, the next host, you say you want to hit Baby Shark. That's all I got though.
Of course, say Channel Black
From the black.
podcast.
Okay.
Say we out.
We out.
This be it. No, I'm just playing.
Alright. He said that one time, you gonna have a fit. He didn't say that one time.
Other than that, man, that's all I got for this week. I got more, but I got
Alright, real quick, because I said this is something I wanted to do last week. There's a couple people we definitely want to shout out. Some supporters, some people that's been helping us out, supporting us, and commenting on a lot of our stuff. And at least on my end, I don't know if you might have some different people. I'll let you go first, just in case.
No, I mean, know y'all. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna shout them out real
people.
quick.
For one, I think that Takasha thinks she could beat me in a debate, and I told her that's not.
Is that TK Left Eye?
Yeah. She's
Okay,
supposed
shout out
she's
TK
gonna
Left
beat
Eye.
me in a debate one day. I just told her that's not gonna happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I do. I didn't get the name Controversy for no reason, so.
I mean, that was kind of one person gave you the name.
It doesn't matter. Why you had that thought though? You were like, this nigga. I see something. You saw something special in me. You was like, you know what? That's gonna be the one.
I don't know if I said that.
He gonna be the one.
I said it'd be a good combination, but nah, you good.
He gonna be the one to anchor this thing.
Okay, I definitely didn't say that either. But I definitely. I ain't gonna listen. I definitely feel you are a value to the podcast. I think you are definitely a significant. I don't want you to feel like. I think we all do our thing, but you definitely bring some heat. You definitely bring some different opinions.
That's why.
Definitely some different opinions than me and Greene are pretty. We're not the same.
Yeah.
But we agree on a lot of stuff. But
Right.
man, we've been around this dude for a long time.
What you mean? I've been around since 2016, I would say.
I've been around Green's like 2005.
That's subjective.
I mean, you trying to sound like me now.
Subjective.
That's not subjective.
I
'cause
mean-
I've been around Green's 2005.
I mean, that's subjective. You know what I mean?
You sound like somebody else right now when you say
You
that.
got that little soft voice.
I mean, hey,
See?
don't
I
let
mean-
it fool you.
I
Shout out
mean-
to Aquarius Dawn Nancy.
Oh yeah, shout out to her too. She probably don't like me, but it's cool.
I don't think she don't like you.
Probably
She
like
might
my
not like
views.
some of your views.
Same thing.
Shout out to Mike Irv.
My God.
Shout out to Boss Lady. Shout out to Jason Everbless. Shout out to Free Black Girls.
Fuck free black girls.
Shout out to Kusha Goddess. You know what? This would be a shout out to Two Broke Dudes podcast. I listen to this podcast. This Herb talking here. I listen to this podcast. These some wild dudes.
That's
These
not
some,
how he is.
What you mean? No. I don't know about. I mean, they hot too. I mean, I don't know about two, but they hot. We still working. They be saying some wild stuff. I listen to that podcast. And
They hot. We lukewarm.
they definitely doing their thing, and they've been showing some support too. So I definitely want to show them some love.
Maybe we can do a collaboration one day. What you
Yeah,
think?
they're in Baltimore, so
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. So
that'd be a little bit different,
Yeah,
but
conference call.
yeah, that'd be a little bit different. But shout out to Peace, Love, Unity Incorporated, and shout out to the Real DJ Casino, who hooked us up with that party. Definitely appreciate that.
Who catered that party? That food was great.
Yeah, I have to figure that out. We'll figure that out. I don't remember. That was so long ago. What is that? Like 2 months ago.
But you just shut the DJ. You remember the DJ?
The DJ, because DJ was on point. I didn't have any of the food, so I can't really chime in on Friday.
I heard great reviews about the food though.
Yeah, the food was okay.
I heard great.
Especially the
reviews.
pork and beans and the string beans. And I heard they said the mac and cheese and rice was on point.
What's the definition of a hater? Anybody listen to
all right, y'all, we about to close.
You need to look that up.
A hater? Nah, that sounds more pettyish than hating.
Just look at the definition of a hate petty person.
No, that sounds more
Compound those
petty.
words.
That sounds more petty than hate, though. No, that's all in good fun. Now, Controversy has definitely been doing this thing on the He's been doing this thing on the Yeah, you would. I mean, okay. Shout her out.
No, not yet.
He's been doing this thing. He did this thing on the cooking. He did his thing on the cooking. He did some ribs. He did some chicken. A couple different selections of the sauces.
First of all, I created my own sauce.
I don't know about all that. He could tell you that. I didn't have any. I can't really. But I'll say this: it must have been good because I had some people that asked about the catering and they was asking if he catered some of their functions. So it must have been pretty good. So if y'all want Controversy to cook up some stuff for y'all, I don't know what his price plan is, and I don't know if he gonna give you a discount, but you can tell him the Channel Black Podcast and see what it do for you. But like I said, we wrapping up. Check us out on Facebook, Channel Black, Instagram, Channel Black Podcast.
I thought we was gonna do a dream interview.
Go have next time.
Okay.
We got plenty of time. We're almost an hour and a half,
Oh,
and it's the two of us. So imagine if Greene was here. I mean, Greene would have hit us with the smoke weed every day. But
That's not all he do though. But
no. He know I'm making fun. We
he
just
sleep
making
too.
fun.
He sleep too.
Nah, he be giving us all kind of articles while we be doing the podcast.
Yeah, that's what you call
a
him.
lot of articles.
They be very. He's a very nice. He has very nice assets.
We got. We need to. We haven't done it in a while. I gotta make sure I get with him. We gotta find another. Gotta get some more Johnny B stories, or even try to get Johnny B up here. Yeah, he can tell the story. But hit us up, like I said, on our Instagram, Channel Black Podcast. Hit me up if you like. Mr. Irving, Mista, Irving, Irving. On IG. Chiefy Greene, Forever Greene, King Greene. And I think Controversy is Cuz I'm Red 21. CUZ I'm Red 21. And on Twitter, channel_podcast. We growing. We up 200%. So we appreciate y'all for helping us grow on Twitter. So we was at 1, now we at 3. So that's 200%.
Wow.
That's
I like
200%.
how you did You should have said it. Just say you grew 200% in 2 months.
Nah. I honestly I don't even know if that's right, but I know we just got a new follower.
It's actually 66% we grew.
You heard that? We got a new follower.
I haven't yet been on our Twitter, so.
Yeah, we have a new follower on Twitter. I don't be on the Twitter.
I mean, neither. That's what I'm saying.
I honestly, I know we rap it. I don't understand Twitter.
I haven't been on Twitter in like 6-7 years. So
I don't understand Twitter, so I don't really.
I do, but it probably done changed so much.
I don't understand Twitter. Not saying I just don't. I don't understand the benefit of it.
Y'all, it's like it's a lot. Everybody's on Twitter. You put up,
Not
you put up
everybody.
something, you
I'm not
retweet it. Like it's lots of you do. Star your favorite, some stuff. It's like. Yeah.
I guess I got to do my homework on Twitter, but
I used to be heavy.
check us out on all of our platforms. We're on YouTube. We're on SoundCloud. We're on Spotify. We're on Google Play Music, TuneIn Radio, and newly we're on iHeartRadio. Check us out, Channel Black Podcast. Subscribe, listen, tell a friend that we got a podcast, and it's called the Channel Black Podcast. All right. Anything else before we get out of here? Controversy? No. Okay, he said no. Y'all couldn't hear it. All right. Shout out to Greene. Hopefully everything worked out what you had to take care of, bro. We'll get you on the next episode. Your presence was definitely missed. And just like when Controversy wasn't here, his presence was definitely missed. But we out, though. Appreciate your little Controversy for chiming in with us from time to time. Hopefully you might even help us with getting more views.
No more. It's not over there.
It's no more?
No.
No?
It's not over there.
Say goodbye to the people. Say bye from the Channel Black Podcast. There you go. Chuck, man, come here. Peanut. Come here. Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast. Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast. We out. We out. We out.